my most amazing artist. I hope you are having an awesome day today. Welcome to week 3 of our Jasper John alphabet paintings. We have done a lot of work on this beautiful, colorful painting filled with amazing textures. And now we are going to be using different lines to create the alphabet in our painting. So as you know, we have a bunch of different spaces here. And I have this for me to see where each letter goes. This will be at your table as well, so that if you get confused while writing your letters today, you can always look back at this sheet at your table. We are going to share these with our friends, but you can look at this sheet and see, let's say that you just finished with E. So which letter is going to be next? F. Right, so these boxes will match up with your painting, and this is here for you if you need it. So I have my painting here, and I have this black bottle. This is something that is called a bingo dauber, and this is what we're going to use to write our letters with today. Normally we would use a paintbrush and some paint, but I thought it would be fun to get these out and try to use them for our alphabet paintings. So when you get your bingo dauber, it's going to look something like this, and you're going to take the lid off by just twisting it off. And we're going to use black because we have a lot of color already going on in our picture, and we want our letters to stand out nice and bold. So we're going to use black today to write our letters. And with this bingo dauber, it's important not to squeeze too hard on it, because if you squeeze too hard, then this little top part will actually pop off and all this black paint will spill onto your painting, and we don't want that. So while you're using your bingo dauber today, make sure you're not squeezing it too hard, because if you squeeze really hard, then that top will pop right off and all the black paint that's in here will spill on your painting. So just be mindful of that while you're using your bingo dauber today. If you're a teacher and you would like to use these, what I've done here is you can actually use ink inside of these, but what I've done is I've just put black tempera paint in there, and I mixed it up with a little bit of water to thin it out a bit, and that's it. And they're really easy to mix because you just squirt some paint in there and put some water, and you can just mix it like this, and then you have a beautiful ready to use bingo dauber. Since I am going to be using paint, I do have a messy mat under my work so I don't get any mess on my table. Alrighty guys, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to look at my chart here of my letters of the alphabet, and you might notice on this guide here that there are some numbers down here at the bottom, and that is because we have some extra spaces, and I was trying to think of other things that Jasper Johns used in his artwork, and he also used numbers. So we could fill up this space with numbers if you want to, or you could fill it up with more letters. That's totally up to you. Alright, so I am ready to get started. So I'm going to twist off the top on my bingo dauber, and I'm going to go up here to the very first section. And what's the first letter of the alphabet? Well, it's A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bingo dauber and I am going to draw the letter A. While I'm doing this, I am squeezing it just a little bit, and that is to help that paint come out. If your bingo dauber is not working well, try to squeeze it just a little bit. Remember, don't squeeze it too hard, because what will happen? Yes, the top will bust off and all this paint will go over your painting, and we don't want to do that. So just be careful today. Take your time and only squeeze your bottle a little bit if you need to. And notice we are using capital letters, not lowercase letters. We're using capital letters because that is the kind of letters that Jasper Johns used. All right, so I have my A. Now I need to do what? B, because that's the next letter of the alphabet. So I'm going to take my bingo dauber and I'm going to draw a B in the next space. And if my bingo dauber is not working well, I can just squeeze it a little bit. So we have A, B. What is next? Yes, the next letter is C. So in this section right next to B, I am going to draw C. Notice my letters are filling up the whole space. I'm not drawing my letters very teeny tiny. That would actually be hard to do with a bingo dauber. So make sure you're using the entire space while writing your letters. All right, let's do one more together. I have A, B, C, D. Yes, I'm gonna do a D right next to the letter C. And if my bingo dauber is not working well, then I can just squeeze it a little bit, but not too hard, because then we might have a mess on our hands. Okay guys, so I am going to go ahead and finish up my painting. Remember, in these last 6 sections, you can add whatever you want. Maybe you want to do a heart. Maybe you want to do numbers like Jasper John's. Maybe you want to do polka dots or something. So you can get creative with your last 6, but for the first sections of the alphabet, we're going to write all those letters in alphabetic order. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do mine. I'm going to speed it up because I think you guys are catching on, and I'll be right back to show you what it looks like. I just finished adding all the letters of my alphabet, and down here I decided to do a combination of numbers and shapes. So I did a heart, 1, 2, 3, a triangle, and then another heart. So you guys can get very creative with what you put in those last 6 sections. After you're done with your bingo dauber, you can put the cap back on. Make sure you twist it all the way, very nice and tight, so that paint doesn't dry out in there. And then you will be done. I hope you guys have had a lot of fun learning all about Jasper Johns during this project, learning all about texture and color, and even how to use letters and numbers in your paintings. I can't wait to see how your final Jasper Johns alphabet paintings turn out. I know they're going to be amazing because you guys are amazing. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.